Ayase has just transferred to a prestigious school where gifted students are trained to cultivate their talents. For those aiming to succeed in the performing arts, athletics, or advanced academics, the education offered here is considered second to none. And yet, Ayase is weak. During a mock battle, he's getting absolutely pummeled. His opponent calls him pathetic. After all, Ayase is the son of a world-renowned actress. The crowd watching the match starts to murmur. How will Ayase bounce back from this? Prodigies often hide their true abilities, right? Why do they expect him to be a prodigy in the first place? Because his mother is an A-list actress famous worldwide, a natural-born performer with stunning looks, known for doing her own dangerous stunts. She was such a genius that she graduated at the top of her class from a prestigious university overseas. Ayase's rival taunts him again, saying that the three royals, the top students in the school, want to see what kind of talent he has. But Ayase fires back. He has never done any kind of combat sport in his life. He's not his mom. That's when the truth sets in for everyone. He's a complete failure. They cannot believe it, given who his mother is. But Ayase is used to this reaction. People always assume that the child of a prodigy must be one too. They place ridiculous expectations on him, only to be disappointed. It always plays out the same way. Even so, Ayase claps back with a sharp remark. The more mediocre you are, the more you obsess over talent. The crowd is stunned. There is something in his eyes, confidence, or maybe defiance. He may not have talent, but he definitely has presence. Ayase goes on to say that yes, he considers himself mediocre. But that's exactly why he can say without a doubt that he has seen true talent up close. Then, without another word, he turns to leave. But his rival will not let him go so easily. He yells after him that he cannot be a failure at sports too. The three royals have high hopes for him. He will beat him into shape until he shows some talent. But then someone kicks him from behind, scolding him for harassing amateurs. It's a disgrace to martial arts, she says. The three royals have arrived. Kazuki from the performing arts program, tickets to her show sell out instantly. Miwa from the advanced academics track, she aced every subject on the entrance exam. And Miko from the athletics program, an undefeated champion in martial arts. Ayase has heard of them, of course, but he's surprised to see they're all girls. They ask how he did on the entrance exams. But when they find out he's a talentless nobody, they look disappointed. Nico, for example, had been looking forward to training him in the athletics program. Sadly, it seems there's no place for him at the school. Ranking competence are not welcome. Ayase says that's fine. He has already decided to join the general education program. The girls didn't even know their school had a general education program. He turns to leave, but they stop him, saying he still needs to clean the dojo. Even though they were the ones who dragged him there, and he's not even a member, they insist. The loser has to do the cleanup, they say. The next time they visit the dojo, they find it spotless. Even the mats look brand new. Ayase says he's never denied being a disappointment. When he was younger, he wanted people to praise him like they praised his mom. He wanted to become an actor and even practiced for it. But one day, he overheard his mom rehearsing and realized the truth. She was a prodigy, and he was painfully average. Of course, he ignored the years of experience she had over him. He tried many other things, but the results were always the same. Eventually, he began to distance himself from his mother, even though she was the only family he had. Back then, she would often rewatch a TV series she had starred in. It was a family drama, and she played the mother. By that time, she was already bedridden, very sick. One day, he started talking to his mom about that family drama, the one where every episode ended with the family eating dinner together. They smiled and chatted casually about random things. That day, for the first time in years, they had a genuine heart-to-heart. Only then did he realize that his mother had always wished for a family like the one in the show. When she passed away, she left him a note saying she hoped he would one day have a happy family of his own. He's not sure how that would even work, but he's determined to make it happen. He will make up for everything he and his mom missed out on. Later, we see him arriving at a new house. He's stunned by how huge it is. It's a full-blown mansion. He had only spoken to the owner over the phone. Who is this person? As he begins to unpack, Nico suddenly appears and tries to kick him, thinking he's a burglar. Then her sisters show up too. They recognize him as the new kid at school and demand to know why he's in their house. Just then, Ayase gets a call from the girl's father, who asks if he made it to the house. The man explains that Ayase's late mother had been a dear friend and benefactor. He's taking care of Ayase so her legacy can live on. Before hanging up, he casually mentions that Ayase should have already met his daughters by now, and reminds him to get along with them. Ayase begins to process the situation. A lonely boy, recently orphaned, suddenly living under the same roof as three beautiful, talented sisters. It's a setup straight out of a dream. His only hope? That this is actually just a dream because it's a nightmare. Still, he resolves to stay strong. Even if they are the legendary three royals, maybe they can become a real family. He starts by noticing that the house is a total mess. None of the girls have done their chores, mostly because they are terrible at them. They tell Ayase he should take care of everything, and surprisingly, he says he can. He cleans the house in no time. It's spotless and shining. Cheerfully, he says he can keep it that way anytime they want. The girls are flustered by how casually he says it, and while they admit he does have the looks, they quickly remind themselves he's still a failure. On his first morning in the new house, Ayase tries to take things easy since there's no school that day. He plans to have breakfast with the girls, hoping to get to know them better. But things don't go as planned. Even without school, the prodigies have their own packed schedules. Kazuki has theater rehearsal, Nico has martial arts training, and Miwa has shogi matches. He suggests eating together, but they all turn him down. They will be late if they stay. Watching them rush out, Ayase is reminded of his mom. Back then, whenever he cooked breakfast, she would leave without touching it, only to later make something for herself. Just like her, this prodigy seems self-centered and impossible to figure out. He couldn't make things work with his real family. How could it possibly work with these three? Just then, Nico notices the breakfast he made. He offers her some, but even though she clearly wants it, she declines. It doesn't fit her diet. That's when Ayase realizes something. Prodigies can be so narrowly focused that they shut out everything else. But maybe that's just part of what drives them. As the girls are about to leave, he runs after them, saying they forgot something. They panic until he simply wishes them a nice day. Caught off guard, they scold him, telling him not to mess around or he will disturb the neighbors. Ayase thinks to himself that his words didn't reach them at all. But in truth, his words did reach them. Nico turns completely red, and even the other two look flustered. They know he was just saying goodbye, but still, they all kinda liked it.